Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Is this too close?
Well, now we're very close. Oh, no.
That seems too far. Now I'm like so alone in the space. Does it really matter? Is anyone gonna be watching this video and gonna be like, the framing was so off? Hello! Welcome back to my/our channel. But I am alone today because I just wanted to make a sit-down video and talk to you for a second about what's been happening with me, what's been happening with our content, and all of that. Because as you have probably noticed, it's looked a little different over the past 2 weeks. What is it? Oh my god, on the day that this comes out, it'll be March. I can't believe it's fucking March. Like, the big shutdown is it's at its anniversary, and that is crazy. Does everyone remember when like everyone was like, please stay inside so we can have our summer? And now we're like, please stay inside so we can like go outside in summer 2021. Side note, my attention span is just... You can just zoom in on those fingers, it's tiny. Our content has looked a little bit different in the past 2 weeks. I mean, I'm sure you could tell when we first started this TikTok journey, we were like churning out like 5 videos a day. I was surprising him all the time with all these different challenges. We were doing dances here and there. Like, it was really just kind of explosive because we were getting such a big response at the time. And we were really enjoying ourselves, but I don't think either of us expected this to become what it did when we were just like truly having fun making videos because the world was on lockdown and we had nothing else to do. I had always wanted to do something like this. If you talk to some of my friends from high school even, I tried making some YouTube videos then. I always tried to do social media things. I would always talk to my friends in college about how I want to start vlogging and doing YouTube videos like that, but I never really like stuck to it or ever gave it a really good try because I was always really into theater and doing that kind of stuff and working hard at school, and that kind of ended up taking up most of my time. So when that shut down and quarantine started happening, I think some of my friends just saw like, oh, you would do great on there, like you gotta get on TikTok, you have to do this. I was making funny videos with my friends here and there for Instagram, and obviously those don't take off or go anywhere if you don't have a lot of Instagram followers. So friends were like, put some of that stuff on TikTok. So we did that, and for a while, you know, it really was just fun. We did gain a good amount of followers. We got up to like 250K in a few months. But then in about 2 weeks, we went from 250 to 2.2 million. We were gaining like 1 million followers a week. I remember there was one day that we gained like 350,000 followers, which is just like mind-blowing. And we were churning out this content, and it was fun, and it was like a really high energy few weeks. And then as time went on, it kind of got a little unsustainable in a way. Making that much content every day and trying to find new fun ways to do things is hard, especially when you're in a relationship and your first duty towards each other is to be boyfriends and to be like in love and nurture that relationship. And so when it kind of leans towards more of like co-workers, I think it added a new dynamic to our relationship that we weren't even like really prepared for, because we literally went from long distance to moving in together because of COVID, and that is like such a fast move. Then we suddenly became co-workers, and we suddenly like moved across the country together because he had already planned on moving to LA before any of this TikTok stuff happened, and my school was shut down. So I was like, I will be depressed if I go back to Boston. He was like, come to LA with me. I was like, that's what I want to do also. So there was so many fast changes in such a short amount of time, which I think is a lot for any relationship, really. And I'm not going to try to speak for Ian too much in this video. He's not here, but I do know that wasn't fully his goal. He just like happened to blow up for all of these amazing things that he is too. And as we started cutting down the amount of things we were doing, I think things continued at the speed that they were going still. So while we were cutting down like the amount of videos we were doing per day, we were still having a lot of meetings and needing to do ads and like starting to work with agencies, and we had a manager, and like I think it was just such a fast moving train that both of us really had no idea how to like handle. which eventually it put some strain on things that were happening, you know? Like, I still wanted to film content, but he sometimes wanted to, like, take a break. I sometimes wanted to, like, even do a fun video that wasn't a prank. And sometimes we just weren't, like, lining up at that time, which is okay, and that's, like, so normal in a relationship because usually you're not working together. And usually if one of the parties of the relationship is like, I want to go out to dinner tonight, and the other person is like, I don't, it's not really a big deal. You can find someone else to go out to dinner with. But when it came to these videos and it was like, I want to film a video, but he didn't, I would be at a loss creatively, because then I was like, well, I don't have anything to make for myself. I thought for a really long time that no one was going to want to watch videos of me, or just me. It was like a really insecure moment for a long time. And I mean, it came through a lot of the comments. I really felt like people were only on my page to see Ian. And it makes sense that a lot of people were, because we were making content of Ian. And so I was really scared to always put myself out there, even though it's what I wanted and it's what like he wanted too. He wanted me to flourish on there and wanted to be able to take his breaks whenever. And then I think we just got to a point where Ian was like, for my mental health, I want to take a break. It's becoming a lot because it got overwhelming. And as a like supportive boyfriend, I'm totally gonna allow him to take a break, as much as it brought me anxiety to think like, God, no one's gonna come to my page in the next few weeks because Ian's not gonna be in the videos and everyone's gonna be like, where's Ian? I don't care about seeing Chris, whatever. In a way, I think I was kind of like pushed off the deep end to make some of this new content. And I remember just like having a thought about being like, I'm sad, but I'm fine. Anyone else depressed, but you're like fine? And I remember just thinking like, I don't know, maybe someone's gonna connect with this out there, and maybe it's gonna get no views, but TikTok should never be about the views. We all start at thinking about what fun videos we want to make, and then somewhere along the line, if you find some success in your videos, it becomes about the views. And I think that can be really detrimental to a lot of creators because we lose the fun in it. So I just had this authentic thought about being depressed but okay, and I posted it and thought nothing of it. And then I remember checking back like a few hours later, and it had like 1 million likes on it and like 3-point-something million views. While that was some like instant validation, I feel like even if that didn't happen, I was experiencing something of saying something authentic, and even if I had just a few people connect with it, it would have been fulfilling in a way of just being like, I'm just gonna put myself out here for once and just see what happens. You know, I'd had self moments here and there when he was in New York and I did the maid costume video, and that was fun, but I was still so self-conscious and ended up deleting so many of those videos if they didn't do well, because I was like, I'm so embarrassed of the content I'm putting out. It's not what people want to see. And I think that self-consciousness just like read through the screen. That's not the kind of stuff I want to keep doing. And I want to keep relating to people, and I want to keep connecting to people, and I want to have a great relationship with my boyfriend that's not just coworkers. And I think that's what just I'm trying to say about like what's been happening over these past few weeks and why I've been making videos alone, is because I find such a wonderful creative love with TikTok and with social media and with connecting with you. It really warms my heart and like makes my day almost every day, and that cannot be dependent on someone else. I can't depend on my boyfriend to hopefully say something witty when I surprise him with some prank in order to make myself happy. That's unsustainable and it's unhealthy, and at the end of the day I'm giving him unrealistic expectations that I don't want to place on a relationship. So I want you to know that our couple videos are not going away. In fact, they're probably going to be back by the time this video goes live. We love doing them. We love surprising each other. We need to have some fucking moderation. We are still very in love. We're here to stay, at least for now. And I look forward to continue making these solo videos and being recognized as a person who's not just in a relationship. We were being connected so long as Chris and Ian, it became like, what is our own identities? I love you for supporting me. I love you for watching my solo videos. I love you for watching my videos with Ian. I love you for the reasons you love us together, and I love you for the reasons you love us apart. But sometimes you just need a pause. And I think that goes for anything. If you're feeling like you need a pause with certain things in life, but you're scared to take that pause because of what you might lose, take it anyway and see what happens, because I guarantee you, while it's going to be scary jumping off that first time, once you're in it, you're really going to love that you gifted something for yourself. I love you so much, and I really look forward to doing some YouTube videos in the future that are not just sitting down and talking about something deep and like slightly depressing, like my intervention or whatever. Like, yes, those videos are so important and I love them, and thank you so much for the response, but we are both excited to do some fun YouTube videos in the future, and we're open to suggestions. But remember to focus on your blooming. Bye. I don't know if the mic is picking that up, but some guy's revving his engine. It's just so many dramatic ways to talk about this. It's okay to be fucking selfish sometimes. How cute! Yay! We love that! As I've said 5 million times in this video, I love you. And I've been talking for so long, but I'm not gonna tell myself I'm annoying for talking that long, even though I want to, because my thoughts are valid. Ah! I probably don't need to say I love you again. Cut that, cut that. Boom! That's definitely